Cream Cloud Reads. I'm Courtney and today you're joining me for a much anticipated video as I go over my e-reader collection. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of keeping them in this bin for now because I didn't know where to put them, and having them all next to my bed was kind of a disaster. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping in. You may have been drawn in because I'm talking about e-readers, but check out the other content on my channel. If you like it, subscribe. If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Don't forget to consider becoming a member of the channel so you can get some extra perks. So if you are new to my channel, you may not know that I have quite the affinity for e-readers. I love them actually, and this year I've actually branched into some different e-readers, and so I'm excited to go over them with you. I'm trying to think of the best order to do it. I think I'm just going to go maybe smallest to biggest, and this is not a tech review. When I do unboxings, I do go more into the tech. This is just telling you what it is, if I can remember when I got it, how I use it, showing you the decorations, and then moving to the next one. So let's get started. Okay, I have quite a few e-readers. Let's see. I have 13 e-readers, and saying that out loud is ridiculous, but I do have different uses for them, and I'm not using all 13 obviously, but when I thought about adding new devices to my collection, I realized like I truly do have a collection of e-readers, and something that I like to collect. I love tech in general. I'm always switching out my phones. I'm always switching out my watches that I wear. I love all kinds of tablets, and so I'm always trying to find the next tech thing, and e-readers are generally pretty reasonably priced, and they're just fun, and I love to read, and I am majority reading on a device. So I do have a few paperbacks that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks, but maybe I would say maybe 5 that I have, but I have a huge chunk of books on one bookshelf in my house, and then I had a bookshelf behind me and ended up clearing that and literally giving the books to, well, selling the books to Half Price Books, and then keeping my Babysitters Club book collection. So I just am really focused on e-reading because I'm always on the go, and I have so many devices, there's no reason to buy the book. However, I will buy books if they are part of a collection that I'm reading, like a series that I've started, or some auto-buy authors, or especially in fantasy, if I can't get a groove for it on the Kindle or e-reader, then I will pick up a physical copy. So that's kind of how it goes. So I'm gonna go, I guess, kind of smallest to largest, but I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions. The first time I did my video about this, I talked about the Fire tablets, and somebody commented and said, those aren't e-readers. Okay, that's fine. They are tablets that you can read on. So I have the 10-inch tablet. This is in the lavender color. I probably got this in 2022 or 2021. And this is still the version that they have out. And I know this because I thought a new version had come out, and I hurried up and purchased it only to get this, and I had to return it. So well, a duplicate of this, not this one, a duplicate. And so I never use this anymore. It's completely turned off. These were good when my kids were just a little bit younger, especially if they had like a book from school that they were reading and they needed to like get it quick at home. We would let them use this. And then I also have the 8-inch tablet, Fire tablet, and this one is more recent. I want to say this is like 2023. I have an unboxing of this on my channel. I'll link my playlist of all my Kindle and e-reader unboxings. This one I was drawn to because it's pink, and if you didn't know, pink is my favorite color. Everything pretty much in my world is pink. I just love it so much. This is how I've decorated it. Sometimes people ask like where I get my stickers. I literally just go to Amazon and I Google bookish stickers. I might Google pink bookish stickers, or just like brown bookish stickers, whatever kind of color you want, they'll find a palette for you. And so this one is just random stickers. I just find the ones that resonate with me. They're usually like packs of 100 or more. And this one sits in a clear case. And this one has only had one case, so it's already got yellowing to it, but I did put a pop socket on the back of this one. I am fond of a pop socket, but this year I feel like I've upgraded because now I don't just stick the pop socket on a case or on the device. I use a MagSafe ring and buy a MagSafe pop socket so that I can take the pop socket on and off, because sometimes I want it and sometimes I don't. I just want to hold it like this. So those are the honorable mentions, okay? So let's start with the first device. Okay, the first device I have is the cute little purse Kindle. This was all the rage at the end of last year. And this is really an MP3 player. And so this was designed to take your reading on the go. And originally I thought it was way too small for reading, and I was just going to use it for audiobooks. And then I actually looked at it to read. I'll show you the screen. And I was like, actually, it's not that bad for reading. And of course, you can adjust the size however you want to. And so I was like, I kind of like it for reading, and I will use it. It's super cute in hand because it's so tiny. And I have this cute little charm on it because I'm eternally 12. And I just looked this up on Amazon too, of just like cell phone charms. Okay, so this is an Olski is the brand, and it's super duper cute, super tiny. These are the stickers that I have on the back. They are not stuck on. Let's see if I can get this. They're not stuck on at the moment. They are just stuck into the case, and this actually comes with a case, which I always love that. And I'm linking all of the unboxing, so if you want to know specifics about the brand, where to get it, links, and all that, it'll be in the cards in one of my playlists. This one is cute for the purse. It's cute in hand. However, I don't use it as much as I want to because the battery life on it is horrible. Like literally, you're charging it. I don't read on it as much, and I'm still charging it very often. I can't imagine if you actually read on it or use it for audio, like how often you'd be charging it, but it wouldn't last a day. So that's a huge issue with it, but it's so cute. So I still keep it. I keep it in my purse. Okay, next up is one of my newer devices, and this is the Boox Palma 2. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with her. I picked her up because I had the Boox Color 7, and I was super excited about trying Boox because the platform is Android based, so it allows you to have Kindle and Kobo in one spot, and I thought that was great because I didn't use my Kobo too much. And I had a Kobo Libra Color too that just sold to a lovely subscriber, so thank you. And so I was like, well, I still kind of like the Palma because it's so, like, it just looks great in hand again. So this is the Boox Palma 2. This ran about $279, which is a little expensive for this. This one's about $50. This one, again, it's Android based, so you are able to have Kindle, Kobo, Audible, Libby. You could have the Gloss app if you do Harlequin. You could have Spotify. And so it's just a really nice way to have all your books on the go. This is the white one. It also comes in black. And then it does not come with the case. This is a case that I purchased off of Amazon. And I'm just going to take it off for a second so you can see it. So here's the case, and then again I have a MagSafe pop socket. This one's super cute because I like that it's pink and transparent, a little bit bigger. And then I have the MagSafe ring, so again, if I wanted to not have a pop socket, I don't have to have it on full time. And then again, another charm at the bottom. This one stays in my purse too. And then here's the device itself without any type of case on it. It feels sturdy enough, but I don't think I would have it without a case. I did recently drop it in my garage yesterday, and she recovered like a champ. She had 0 scratches, no dings, nothing. And then here are the stickers that I put on, and you can tell all my stickers kind of have the same theme, so I always look for pink bookish stickers. And this one's just fun, and I am really enjoying the Boox platform in this format. I did not enjoy it in the Boox Color format. And so yeah, this is my newest one, and I keep that one in my purse all the time as well. So really I'm walking around with like 2 mini e-readers in my purse. Okay, let's go up to the next tier of sizing. I have the Kobo Clara Color. I also just picked this one up. This one is the 6-inch version of the Kobo Clara, and it is in color, as I said. It is super cute, and here's how this came to be. So I had the Kobo Libra Color 2. I wasn't using it too much, and I just felt like it was kind of clunky and in the way. Not clunky, it was just in the way because I wasn't using it. And so I decided to sell it. And then as soon as I sold it, I was like, well, now I don't have a Kobo to like compare anything to or like review. And so I needed to pick up a Kobo Clara. It's a little bit less expensive. I think it's like $159. It's a little bit less expensive, and also I can compare it to other color screens. I also do have a few books in the Kobo library, and so I can definitely use it for that purpose, but I don't reach for this intuitively, and that was the major problem with the Kobo Libra 2, is that I'm not reaching for it all the time, and so it just kind of sits. But this is one of those that are by my bed. I have a few books on there that I am getting only from Kobo. What I'm trying to do is when there's a daily ebook deal, Kobo usually has the same deal, and just like picking it up on the Kobo, and then a couple of Baby Street Club books I picked up here too. So that is the Kobo. Okay, and then in the same sort of category, I have the Kindle Basic, and I love her. She is amazing. This is the newest one. This is the, what are we in, the 11th generation, I want to say, of the Basic, and the 12th of the Paperwhite. But this is the 11th generation. She is adorable. I picked her up simply to travel with, and this is before I got the Boox Palma. And when I got her in hand, I was like, I literally want to read it everywhere because it's so comfortable to hold. She's super petite, and I'm just going to take the case off for a second. I would say, and I did a video about this, like kind of ranking them, this is really the only Kindle you need if you're just a Kindle reader, you're just kind of getting into it. This is really all you need. It's perfectly fine with the backlight now. The only thing it doesn't have is warmth, like if you wanted to warm up your screen. I don't think that is a deal breaker for me, and so I think this is like the perfect price point. I think it's $109, but you can always catch it on sale. And it's a beautiful color. It's the perfect size. This is like what the Kindle was meant to be, right? Originally, this was the Kindle. So I think this is super cute. Right now I have this one in dark mode, and I just tried it because I was reading one night and it just felt kind of bright even at the lowest setting. So I was like, let me just try dark mode because I don't have dark mode in any of my other devices, and that I would try it. But this one is a solid device. It feels good in hand. It is small. Like I said, super portable. I also use a lot of sleeves. I don't have like any screen protectors on. And I haven't heard about people using screen protectors until recently, but I've never been one to use a screen protector on my Kindles, like never. But I do put them in sleeves recently because I have some that have scratches on them, but I now put them in sleeves, and so this one goes with me at times too. But again, she's so comfortable in hand. I like reading on her at home. Here are my stickers for this one. It's kind of a mishmash. I actually got this one right after I got my Paperwhite in Colorsoft, and so I don't love the design on this one color-wise and sticker-wise. It just kind of looks very cluttered, but cluttered is also an aesthetic, so that could be just fine. And then here's my case for it, again from Amazon. It's just a glitter case, really simple, with the MagSafe ring and the MagSafe pop socket that says Emotional Support Kindle. I have 2 of these and 2 of these, so I just switch them out as needed depending on what I'm reading on at the moment. And then this one also has a charm, and so it is very adorable put all together. And like I said, I like taking this one if I'm going to be out and about as well, or sometimes I just swap it out as my nighttime one because it's really easy to hold and it's very light. So those are sort of my smaller Kindles. So let's get into the Paperwhite collection. Okay, so I currently have 4 Paperwhites, and I really do try to rotate these out. So the first one is one that I'm not really using. This is the 10th generation Paperwhite. This was my very first e-reader. I had Kindle Fires in the past, but never an actual e-reader, and I got this during quarantine. I want to say I got this 2020 actually, and so it's so funny that up until this point I hadn't been e-reading. I honestly was a diehard physical book person and never thought that I'd only be e-reading. So it's interesting that not only am I e-reading, but I now have this huge collection of e-readers. But that's kind of my personality. Like when we were switching from cassettes to CDs, I wasn't here for it. I kept my cassettes and then finally switched over. And then when CDs to cloud music, I was like, no, I'm keeping my CDs. And so it takes me a while to evolve with the change, but it happens. So this one is still pretty good. Obviously, I don't have a battery on this one because it's just been sitting in my closet for the moment, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's no scratches on it. It is still a pretty good Kindle. It does lag at this point now, and so I don't use it a lot because it's too slow in comparison to the books that I have, or the Kindles that I've been using. And it also has lots of ghosting on it. But you can see these ones are pretty much about the same, right? The Paperwhite's just a little bit bigger, but feel in hand, they're very similar. This has that flat screen. And then I have this in the, I think it was a plum color, but I guess it's kind of pinkish. And those are my decorations. And then I did put a pop socket directly on, which I would not do. Like, don't do that. It just tears up your whole Kindle. So use a case or use a MagSafe ring, but I kept this one on. And I do still love this pop socket though. I've never found one like it, but I do love it. So that's this Paperwhite. Then I have my black Paperwhite, and I got this in 2021 for Valentine's Day from my hubby. And I was excited to get this because I kind of wanted the bigger screen. This is the 6.8. This is when it just came out. And so that's when I started getting duplicate e-readers. And so this one has been in a case. And even though it is sort of the same generation as like just the previous generation, it does lag slightly. And so I feel like I can tell the difference in this in comparison to the newer ones. And so I don't use it as much as I could, but it's still here. So you can see even when I scroll up, it's got like a little bit of a lag to it than what the newer ones have, but still a very good quality one. And I try to keep all of these charged and updated and plugged in so that if one is not charged, the other can be, and it's ready to go. And so there's, oh, let me show you the decorations on this one. Here are the decorations on this one. I did love sort of like the bluish pink vibe on here. And I have my Harry Potter stickers in there. Like, so it was really a cute moment in time of my aesthetic. I will say this is the Kindle where I learned not to put pop sockets on the Kindle directly, because when I was ready to take it off, it nearly ripped off the back of this. It left this sticky fuzzy residue from the pop socket's sticky part, and it left a lump on the back, and the pop socket broke. So the whole thing was just like, don't put a pop socket directly on it. Put it in a case or do MagSafe. Okay, then that wasn't enough because they came out with green Kindle Paperwhite, and this again is the 6.8. It is the same edition as this one. It's still 11th gen, right? However, I do feel like this one is faster. So I don't know what they put in the sauce, but this one's faster. And this one is so cute to me. So I originally had a green one, and then I feel like I had too many e-readers, go figure. And I had a friend who had, she has 2 younger kids, and she was putting out a call for an e-reader so she could read something at night while she's like nursing. And I was like, you know what, I have an extra reader. You can have it. It's got stickers on it, go for it. And I gave her the other matcha one because of course I wasn't going to give her the one that my husband gave me. And so I gave her that, but then I was like, oh, but I love the matcha, so then I bought it again. And here she is. Nothing super special about this one. It's just like the others. She is, I think, moves at a good pace still. I was using this one last night just to, again, have some juice in it and some life in it. And it's pretty good. You can see it's just a little laggy, but not noticeable. If you've never had a faster one, you would have no idea that it feels laggy. But again, it's a really nice one. And here's the stickers for this. Fun fact, I love pigs. It's my favorite animal. My Chinese zodiac is the year of the pig, and so I love pigs. So there's the pig sticker. Okay, and then if you are a subscriber, you know this already, but I did pick up the new 12th generation Paperwhite in raspberry. This one has been a struggle. This one has given me lots of issues. As we know, the new Paperwhites came out and the new Colorsoft came out, and they had a ton of issues with the screens. This one doesn't have yellowing, but it does crazy things sometimes. It has crazy ghosting at moments. Sometimes the words get all jumbled on the screen and it kind of freezes out. It's just a hot mess. And I'm out of the time to return it. I don't really want to exchange it because my stickers and everything are already on it. And so here we are. Here's a look at the back, which I am totally obsessed with this layout. Like, I remember when I got it, I was so excited about having pink as the color and the stickers, and then of course the MagSafe ring on there. So again, it's nice to have it, and it's nice to be able to take it off. When it's stuck on there, it's kind of hard. We'll turn this one on. Side note, lots of these have the same book because you know you're reading them. First time caller, it's not it. Please don't be fooled by it being on my cover. I don't enjoy it. I did not enjoy it. And so, okay, so here is this one, and you can see it kind of moves. Is it going to move fast or slow? Okay, so here's this one, and you can see it's just a bit more responsive than the other ones, just slightly. But it is to be noted that the newer ones are just a little bit faster, and if you've had some in the past, you will note that this one is faster. Again, it's got a bigger screen too, because now we're at 7 inches on the screen, and I think that makes a difference actually. And it's a nice feel in hand. This one is lighter than the Colorsoft, which I'm going to show in just a little bit, but it's a little bit heavier than some of the other. Let me see. No, it's about the same. Paperwhite is a little bit heavier, but this is not as heavy as the Colorsoft, and it's heavier than the basic. I will say as a side that you'll see on most of my Kindles, I have the cover on them. I take away the ads, and that's totally Kobo's fault because I had no problem with ads prior to getting the Kobo Libra Color 2. And once I found the joy in seeing the cover of the book, I just couldn't go back. So now every time I get a Kindle, I remove the ads. I just need to see the cover of the book. It's so serious. I know that it's $20 to get it removed. I have heard people going to customer service and just asking them to remove it, and they remove it for free. That's not my experience, but you can always try. All right, let's go to the last 3 e-readers I have. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you is the Kindle Oasis. This is kind of an antiquity now because they don't sell it. I think you can get it refurbished or you can get different versions, but they don't directly sell it. And I picked this one up in May of 2023. And I was super excited to get it because it felt like a very bougie upgrade to my Paperwhite life. And I still love this device. Like, I guess when I'm done, I'll kind of tell you which ones I would, if I had to get rid of some, which ones I would keep and which I would not. But I still love the Oasis. It feels so good in hand, right? You have that more metal background or backing. It is plastic, but it feels sturdy. You have that little lip right here, so if you wanted to hold it, you could. I also have, I think I put it down on the ground, but I also have a clear case for this. I have a folio case for it just to keep the screen nice. And then of course you have the precious buttons on the side, and those buttons, they mean a lot more than you would think. This one, it's just a really, really well done device, and it kind of stinks that 1, they didn't upgrade it, and 2, it's not really for sale anymore. But you can see on the home screen, I don't think there's lag on this one. I think this one is still moving at a pretty quick pace, and that's what is really exciting to me about this one. It's black and white, but it doesn't matter because she's so pretty. And I have not put stickers on the back because she's so nice and I don't want to damage or ruin the back. So I put stickers on the clear case that I was using, but not directly on it. And so this one is super precious to me. I will never get rid of this one. And I do bring this one out quite often to read on, just because it feels so good in hand and it's a solid device. So if you find one refurbished, I would say it's totally worth getting. Okay, next up is the controversial Colorsoft. Picked this one up at the end of last year as well. Super excited to get the first color e-reader from Amazon. I've done quite a few videos on this and I will continue to do comparison review videos, whatever you guys want. So don't forget to comment down below what you might want to see. Turning up the brightness here, but here is that color screen. This is the first attempt for Kindle or Amazon to make a color screen, and they did pretty good. Obviously, we had the huge controversy at the beginning where the screen had yellowing or there was a yellow band on the bottom. They kind of stopped production, redid them, allowed people to swap out, and everything was fine. If you have been on my channel, you know that I did not really see any yellowing on my screen. Sometimes I could see a little darkness at the bottom, but not a lot. And then I decided, well, maybe I do see a lot of yellow. I'm gonna get a replacement. And when I got the replacement, it was completely yellow. And that's when I realized I don't have a yellow screen. It's just fine the way it is. So very lucky to have gotten one right off the bat that was good enough. This one is pricey though. Again, I think this one's $279 as well. And you can see like the difference, $279, $279, right? Like neither one of them are really worth that amount. But this is just a fancy Paperwhite. It's a Paperwhite in color. The speed is the same. The screen size is the same. Battery life is the same. There's nothing different about this except that you can see your books in color. And for me, I enjoy that, but you could also get that effect from looking at Kindle app on your phone or getting a Fire tablet. That's way, way, way cheaper. But I thought it would be cool just to have the very first iteration of a Colorsoft, and I still like it. This is probably my most reached go-to Kindle at this moment. And then last but not least, I have a Kindle Scribe. She is in a little case right now, a folio case. I don't always use a case, but I haven't used the Scribe in quite a while. So I got the Scribe in July of 2023 after saying several times on my channel that I was not going to get the Scribe, but I was tempted and I still think it's worth it. I would not upgrade. Like, we have the new Scribe that's out. I'm not going to get an upgrade to that or anything because I don't use it enough. But what I like about it is that for me, I was reading it mostly for fantasies because I like to annotate in a fantasy book, or mysteries just to annotate like who are all the people. But also, just as I get older, my eyes are not as good as they used to be. And so sometimes I just am tired of looking at a smaller screen, or if I had a long day on the computer or editing or whatever it is, I just want a bigger screen. So I go to the Scribe and get that bigger screen, and you can see the screen quality is super crisp. You can make the words very big, and then of course you can annotate. You can get the pen, and there's two types of pens. There's the basic, and then there is the premium, and now you have the ability to write and annotate right on the book page, and that wasn't always the case. The only thing is that, and this is different than on any of the Kobo devices, is that once I make my annotation, it comes up with a box on the page and sort of separates the page out. So it's still not completely inside of the book, but you can also use the pen to underline or highlight as well. And again, this is just a big Paperwhite. That's why most people say the Paperwhite is the best way to go, because it is the middle of the road range price and has all of the major tech needs that people are looking for, and everything else from that is just a version of the Paperwhite gone a different way. So there's my Scribe, and I don't use it a lot, but like I said, it does feel good in hand. It's very much an at-home device. It's too heavy to take out, and also it's hard in bed to hold it because it's so heavy. Here are my stickers I have for this one. Very simple. It took me a while to decide I was going to put stickers on it, but I did. And my most prized sticker is my Stuck in Stony Brook sticker. It's my favorite podcast. I am a Patreon or a patron on their Patreon. And after some time, they sent me a sticker for being part of their club, I guess. And so that was really cool. But it's very thin, you can see, so it's not, I guess it's not as heavy as you would think, but it's too heavy for long times of just holding it, or like I said, laying down and holding it is really uncomfortable. I have not put any pop sockets on it because I don't know like how I would do that comfortably. I've seen some people put 2 pop sockets on or just like weird configurations. I'm not interested in that, so I usually just have it on my lap flat when I'm going to use it. Okay, so those are my e-reading devices. As you can see, I have a variety of them. And I use them all for different things. I'm usually switching them in and out, especially when one's being charged or if one's on the go. I would say if you could, the Oasis is an amazing device. Get it refurbished. That's really all you need. Put it in a case or a sleeve. Take it with you everywhere you go, and it's amazing. If you can't get your hands on that, I would say the Kindle Basic is a great way to go as well. If you want a little bit more, you can go Paperwhite, but it's not necessary. And I think for me, when I think about the ones that I'm reaching for the most, right now it's the Boox Palma 2 and the Kindle Colorsoft as my go-to grabs when I want to read something. Tell me all your thoughts about the e-readers that I've shown you today, and tell me what you have as well. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other content, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.